And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Pettaway report. We got the dean of OU on the line with us, none other than Coach Van Pettaway. How you doing today, Coach?
I'm doing fine, Dr. Prince. I'm enjoying another day that the Lord has given us.
Yes, sir. Enjoy it, embrace it, and savor the flavor, sir. Savor the flavor. So it is time, sir. We are midterm, I guess you would call it midterm, slightly past midterm. So no more pencil marks, it's ink pen marks today. You ready to go, sir?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, let the markings begin.
Okay, first up, from Lorman, Mississippi, it was Texas Southern and Alcorn State. Texas Southern went in to Lorman and came out with a 34-27 win. Mr. Bodie had a great day. Abadi had a great day. And I'm going to give Texas Southern an A. Alcorn State will get a C today.
I gave Texas Southern an A+ because they went to the reservation during homecoming in front of a large hostile crowd and took their business. And I gave Alcorn a C. You know, did defend the home field, but we got to admit Texas Southern's a much better improved team since the start of the season.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Next up on the schedule, down at Jackson, Mississippi, Jackson State was playing host to Campbell. Large crowd. Jackson State won that game 22-14, and I think it was their homecoming.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm going to give Jackson State an A in that contest because they beat another FCS team from another conference.
Yes, sir. I gave them an A as well. Took care of business, and that was not just an outside opponent, but believe it or not, that opponent was I think the top of their conference of the Big South. So another big win for Jackson State.
Right, they're rolling. They're rolling. Next up, let's go down to Itabena, Mississippi, where Mississippi Valley was playing host for homecoming. They played host to Bethune-Cookman, but they came up short, 45-35. I'm going to give Bethune-Cookman their first A of the year, and I'm going to still stay with Mississippi Valley by only giving them a C. They lost homecoming.
Well, they lost homecoming, but I gave them a B+ because they scored more than 7 points. And because they scored more than 7 points, I said, you know what? I got to give them a good love. And I did give Bethune an A because they were on the road once again, homecoming, hostile crowd, and they took care of business. Well, hopefully they got all their scoring out of them for this week against my Panthers.
All righty. Next up on the docket was going down to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where Southern played host to Virginia University of Lynchburg, and they beat them like they stole something, 51-7. And so for that, I'm only going to give Southern a B for that. Playing a non-FCS school, so they'll get a B for their effort and they'll win.
I gave them a B as well. But I'm gonna give them a B+ because they took care of business. I don't like the fact that they play those type of schools, but it is what it is. So roll on, Jags. Roll on, Jags.
Right. And next up, finally, last week, the highest score that I'm going to give out today, PV played host to Lamar. I'm sorry, this game was in Beaumont, Texas, and PV went in there and won that game 54-21. They get an A+ from me. First plus of the year.
Your first plus of the year, and I got to admit I was proud of my Panthers. The last time they played, it was 2012, and they lost 31-0 to Lamar. And they had a statement game. I gave them an A+ as well, Coach. I was PV proud and glad to see them guys get back on the track of taking care of business, and now the West has gotten that much more interesting.
Yep.
And now we got to see what the end's going to be, Coach.
Right, and we could tell a lot about the West because one of the game that is on my radar is Southern going into Jackson to play Jackson State.
Yes,
and that game is at 1 o'clock, so that's going to tell a lot about what's going to happen on the West side. And then also a plus for the SWAC. Game day is going to be in Jackson, Mississippi. So ESPN is pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, they're pulling out all the stops. It's what they call the Beyond Factor yet again. And it's going to be a very interesting game. And I'm actually going to have to be pulling for Jackson State to help what has become such a log jam, thanks to Texas Southern, of all people, with the win over Alcorn last week. And so mathematically, Coach, you have Texas Southern, Prairie View, Southern University, and who am I forgetting? Alcorn, technically. Yeah, they're technically still mathematically alive in this thing. So it's a lot of football left to be played, and it's an exciting time in the SWAC.
Right, and then the other big game, when I say big, I'm in terms of crowd, will be the Magic City Classic between my Alabama A&M and Alabama State. That should be the largest HBCU crowd this year if the weather holds out. And so that we got two big games on the horizon for this coming week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That thing has taken a life of its own, too, hasn't it, Coach?
Oh yes. You'll have 70,000 in the stadium, and you have another 100,000 people outside tailgating and doing their thing.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, Coach, we're getting close to the weekend, and with the games that you got on the radar, are you feeling any upsets or milestones this weekend, sir?
No, I really think Jackson State, I think Coach Sanders will have his kids ready to play. I think they know the significance of that game, and I think they'll be ready to play. Another game that I'm looking at would be your Panthers hosting Bethune-Cookman. You know, I'm hoping that the Panthers don't have a letdown. If all things go according to plan, they should win that football game. But that's a big game for the West. Yeah,
I'm hoping they don't have a letdown neither, Coach, because to be honest with you, I don't think I can stand any more letdowns for the rest of the season. You know, but we'll see how it all works out. Well, Coach, it's always a joy and a pleasure to get with you, sir, and work these grades out for the week. So if you were to give a midterm, Coach, I know you probably hadn't figured that part out or factored that part out. What would you give each, I'll say class, but each program right now at midterm?
Okay, well, I'll start with Jackson State. I would definitely give them an A because I think they have lived up to the preseason ranking. And then next up would be your Panthers. I would give them a B plus. I think that they had some ups and downs, but I think they're finally seeing the light. And then staying in the West, Southern, I would give them a B also. So they're doing pretty good. And then in terms of Grambling will get a D because I just think they haven't performed up to expectations. And also on the West is Alcorn, and I think with Alcorn they would definitely have to get a C at this point. And then when we flip this, Texas Southern would definitely get a B. I think that they're playing beyond everybody's expectations, and with them being in the hunt, they definitely get a B from me. And then when we switch over, going back to the East, Alabama State, they'll get a B from me. My team, the Alabama A&M Bulldogs, at this point, I would have to give them a B. Florida A&M, I think they deserve at least a B at this point. And then, of course, Arkansas Pine Bluff, I would have to give them a C. I think that they're underperforming. And then, of course, Mississippi Valley, I would never fail them. They will get a C at this point. But because of everything that they've gone through this year, I think I would give them a C. Okay. Well, the dean has spoken, and the notes have been recorded, grades have been recorded, and it's in ink, so they can't go back and change it and talk you out of a change of grade, right, Coach? That's right. All right. Well, Coach, look, man, enjoy your week. Enjoy that 100,000 plus crowd that you'll be amongst, and be safe, okay, my man? Okay, I will. And Dr. Prince, you continue to spread the word and give the message both ways. And God bless you.
God bless you, sir. He is the dean of OU, the master plan man himself, Coach Van Pettaway. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. It's homecoming time here at Prairie View, so I'll be in and out, up and down, but I will be around. So you can follow me on Twitter at The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And don't forget to visit our website, obnradio.com. And until next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.